Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock, it's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. It's Bank Holiday Monday everybody. Apologies if you have been working today or you've had to work the day, and the majority of people haven't. So you won't see me for a little while, obviously. I've been a little bit despondent with Leeds United and frustrated and just wanting to ignore the whole thing, to be honest with you. And you haven't seen me since I did a post-match review of the QPR defeat, excuse me. Obviously, since then we lost again. The season has finished in a very disappointing fashion for Leeds United. Obviously, we finished in third position. The playoffs. It is congratulations to Leicester City and Ipswich Town. We finished 6 points behind Ipswich. In the end, you'd have thought any other season we'd have probably finished in the automatics. It wasn't to be, and Leeds United are only themselves to blame for that. Excuse me, a really horrific, horrendous end to the season. Really, really poor end to the season, and now we've got to get up for the playoffs. We play Norwich City at Carrow Road on Sunday, the 11th, I think it is, of May, and then we've got the return leg at Ellen Road on the Thursday. So we've got a little bit of time to get ready for that game. We've got the players and the manager. Excuse me, as you know, as difficult as it is to say, you've just got to say, hey, it doesn't matter what happened in the season. We're here now. We've just got to make sure that we win those games, and hopefully Leeds United will. But like I said, I haven't really wanted to speak about Leeds because it's it's just getting me frustrated, and I think emotionally out of this season I've sort of checked out, as a lot of people have done actually. I think, and a lot of people aren't expecting now Leeds United to finish the season in the Premier League. I think they're expecting and resign themselves to another season in the Championship. But let me know how you are thinking about it in the comments there below. Excuse me, sorry. I need to do an well, sorry, I don't need. I'll try to do a sort of a look at the playoffs. The teams in the playoffs. In the week, and then we'll look at Norwich and look a bit of a preview to that game. As it gets towards more closer to Sunday. But yeah, what I want to speak about in this video, obviously, is a Peacocks in the present video. It's a sort of a roundup of some of the latest news. I won't speak too heavily on the game on Saturday. I actually missed it. Like I said, I think emotionally I've checked out of this season already. It's a disappointment the way it's finished. I know it hasn't finished yet, but like I said, a lot of people, including myself, to be fair, have sort of resigned themselves to another season in the Championship, where it shouldn't be like that. But that forever, whoever was going to finish third out of us, Leicester or Ipswich, it was always going to be difficult to get up for the playoffs, and it's ended up being Leeds United. Of course, it has. So, Leeds have to now, just like I said, just say, hey, forget about what went on in the season. It was a really disappointing end to it, but we've got to get ourselves up quickly now and forget it, dust ourselves down. It's a free game season now. It's imperative that Leeds United bounce back into the Premier League. Norwich City won't be a walk in the park by any means, but I believe that Leeds, if they're on it, they'll be able to get through it. Obviously, we lost to both West Brom and twice to Southampton. So look, it's another game. We've got to be on it. But let me know how you're feeling about it in the comments there below. But yeah, awful end to the season. The Southampton game, like I said, I didn't even watch it. First time in some time where I've just actively decided not to watch a game. I just didn't want to know. I haven't even looked at the highlights. I haven't even looked at anything really. What was said, I just seen the score. I was following the score, seeing the result. I just thought, well, what can you do? You try not to get as frustrated, with it. You've just got to let it be. Let it be what it'll be. Because we as fans, we can't change anything really. And that's the way it finished. Leeds in third position, and Norwich City are our opponents in the playoffs. Let's hope we can get past them. But the other two things I'd just like to speak about in this video, probably briefly, really. News that came out yesterday and over the weekend was that Hollywood actor Will Ferrell has purchased a small stake in the club. Ferrell, of course, he's a big English soccer fan. I think he's a Chelsea fan, or he's got ties with Chelsea. Obviously, I think he's some kind of co-owner of LAFC in America, obviously in LA. Just signed Olivier Giroud, haven't they? So he's heading there after his deal expires with AC Milan in the summer. He is a part owner of that. I think he's a major stakeholder in LAFC, and obviously he's purchased a small amount of in Leeds United. So he's part of the ongoing celebrity kind of involvement with Leeds United that we've seen. When the 49ers came to power, lots of celebrities, lots of actors, sportsmen getting involved with Leeds United, and Will Ferrell seems to be the latest one. I think a few people thought maybe it was a joke at first. The only thing that is a joke at the moment is the team itself, unfortunately. But this was very much true and confirmed by, reputable reporters yesterday. And so, yeah, maybe we'll see him at some stage in the stadium or whatever. He's been linked with, or been around, like I said, soccer for some time now. Obviously Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. Wrexham, he was, I think he likes to go down there and see them. So yeah, he likes his soccer, his English football. So he's decided to purchase a small stake in the club. No, no involvement in day-to-day runs, no involvement in the board levels or the decisions what's being made. He's just an investor, isn't he? So there you go. He'll that's that bit of news. Let me know in the comments there below what your favourite Will Ferrell movie is. To be fair, give it something a bit of a different twist because we don't really want to speak about Leeds, do we? You can tell I don't really want to speak about Leeds, but there you go. The last bit of news that I want to cover in this video is that now Kalvin Phillips has been outed basically at West Ham. They don't want to keep him. He's got a little injury already. I don't think they'll see him, in the remainder of their games. I think he's out the door. He's back to City. Had a lot of trouble, hasn't he, at West Ham? Not at the best of times at all there in the capital. And yeah, you've got to feel sorry for him a little bit. But the reason I'm speaking about him today is over the weekend, Fabrizio Romano, obviously trusted transfer guru when it comes to anything around transfers, contracts, and this sort of thing. He's the man on the button. He was saying yesterday that Kalvin is wanted by Leeds, and if he's saying it, I think it's legit. Leeds are in the running. I think it'll be whatever division we're in next season because Kalvin Phillips' stock has completely gone downhill, completely gone down. Like I said, well covered, poor spell at West Ham the second half of this season. Man City don't want him clearly, and to any potential Premier League sort of suitors, his season and his loan move to West Ham will probably put people off. I think a lot of reports that I've seen are suggesting that Leeds United might be his only kind of option. I believe that this will be a kind of out for Phillips. It'd be whatever division we're in. I think Fabrizio said that the race is open, so it's by no means a Leeds United are going to get Phillips again. But that's a rumour. Leeds are interested in taking Phillips back. I don't know whether it be on loan or whether it be a permanent transfer. Could we afford his wages if we're still in the Championship? That's the thing, isn't it? And personally, I wouldn't want him back if I'm being completely honest. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not a big. I'm not a big fan of, you know, he went for more money. Clearly, obviously, it wasn't about the football reasons. He left, and now he's going to come crawling back. And it's whether Leeds United can say, "Hey, no, come on now," or welcome him with open arms again. Who knows what's going to happen? But if we're in the Premier League, we need a strengthening in the centre midfield area. Would Kalvin be a big, good boost as like a off the bench option or something like that? As what he is now, you know what I mean? He left a legend, a stalwart of that team, and he would be coming back in my mind as a bit of a backup option. And hey dear, what's gone on with him? Let me know in the thoughts, the comments there. Sorry, if you'd fancy Phillips back at Leeds, and what do you think of Will Ferrell? Our promotion chances. Like I said, there'll be a video um, later on in the week, probably just outlining our playoffs, our playoffs opponents and contenders. Obviously, there's 4 teams in it: Leeds, West Brom, Norwich, and Southampton. So, looking at all 4 teams, maybe, and then I'll do a preview closer to the game on Sunday. And look, we've just got to lift the mood, haven't we, somehow with Leeds fans, because a lot of fans are getting frustrated, are getting annoyed with Farke, especially. I am personally, but I haven't spoken about it on this video. Like I said, I've lost the energy a little bit. I've lost the emotional kind of connection to the team really this season. I've had enough a little bit. You know what I mean? That's not to say if we get promoted, you know what I mean. I will watch these playoff games and obviously willing the team to win, but it just doesn't feel like Leeds United are going into this sort of playoff campaign with any sort of form, obviously. And it's a real disappointment, but we've got to go again. We've got to get ourselves up and go again. Thanks a lot for watching. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.